Maybe the stories about Jonah and Pinocchio have had something to do with it, but over the years, human beings and whales have just never gotten real close with each other. Escape artist Bill Shirk would like to keep it that way, but if he's unsuccessful today, he may not have a choice. Let's go to Mike Adamley.
Thanks, Cindy. Since the death of Houdini 54 years ago, the art of dangerous escape has been, if not lost, then at least relegated to circus sideshow status. But today, here at Marine World Africa, USA, 35-year-old Bill Shirk will be attempting an escape that would have made even Houdini proud. Hi, I'm Mike Adamley, and you can see the stands are filled here because in just a few minutes, Bill Shirk will have center stage. Bill, in reality, is a radio station owner in Indianapolis and got into the escape business as sort of a sidelight and a hobby. In his career as an escape artist, he has gotten himself free from a straitjacket that was dangled from a helicopter 1,600 feet in the air. He has been locked in a coffin with pythons and tarantulas and escaped. Now, this afternoon, what he's going to be attempting, and he's never done it before, is he will be suspended from a crane 20 feet in the air, which will be attached to a rope. He will be hung upside down. He will be padlocked in chains, and then the rope will be set on fire. Now, if he doesn't escape and the rope breaks, he will fall into this pool below, where lies a 2.5-ton killer whale. Quite frankly, Bill Shirk is very apprehensive. He's been pacing back to and fro, awaiting his escape. And earlier I talked to him about it and how fast he plans to escape.
I plan on being out of the handcuffs and the chains and everything within a minute or so, and having the crane bring me right back over here and sit down without getting my nice suit wet.
What about the killer whale? That's supposed to be a variable that you haven't dealt with before.
I've never dealt. I've been in Pamplona in the running of the bulls in a straitjacket and dealt with some bulls, but I've never been in with a killer whale. But my main concern, of course, is if the rope does burn, you're dealing with 20 feet of water, and I will be in 25 pounds of chains, which would take me to the bottom and collapse my lungs and also pop my eardrum. So what I want to do is be out of the handcuffs and everything, at least one hand free if I would hit the water. But I'm not planning on the rope burning in two, and I'm not planning on meeting that killer whale. I don't think anybody wants to.
Now, we're not going to kid anyone. Usually the killer whale is a pretty docile mammal, but there is a degree of unpredictability about them, and if the rope breaks, it's a 20-foot fall.
This time of the year is the mating season, and they do a lot of unpredictable behavior that we have no control over. And the animals are going to do whatever Mother Nature allows them to do. We even have problems sometimes with the animals in the show. If they don't want to work, there's nothing we can do. We only have a certain amount of control over the animals as far as a response. You know, there could be a chance that the animal will do some unpredictable behavior today, and that's what we have to watch for.
Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
All right, Bill Shirk making his final preparations. 20 pounds of chains wrapped around his body, padlocked around his body. His hands cuffed behind his back. Ah!
You all right? Are we ready?
Are you ready?
Are we ready?
Ready to go, Mike?
Bill's brother Bob applying the lighter fluid to the rope.
Watch, make sure my legs are right when I go up.
Showmanship is a big part of any escape artist's repertoire, but that concerned look on Bill Shirk's face, believe me, is not manufactured. He's very concerned. The rope has been set on fire. Brother Bob getting Bill ready. He's clicked a stopwatch. He's got a stopwatch in his right hand, and he'll be calling out times to Bill periodically. 20 pounds of chains wrapped around his body and padlocked, hands cuffed behind his back, his feet in shackles. For dramatic purposes, an escape artist will appear to be struggling just to tease the crowd a bit, but the kicker here is you don't want to hang upside down too long. Bill's been in the air now over 30 seconds. He still is not, oh, there he gets one of his hands free. The handcuffs are off now, and he's going for the padlock chains. A minute of time now has elapsed, and the fire on the rope has extinguished. Bill now out of his chains. All that remains are the shackles on his feet. I would say at this juncture he's in pretty good shape. some problems extricating himself from those shackles on his legs. I think according to his game plan, he should have been out by now. There's Yaka, the 2.5-ton killer whale. Swimming below. Doesn't appear she's paying too much attention to Bill at the moment. How much longer he can hang upside down, I don't know. He has expended an awful lot of energy trying to get loose. He's been up there quite a while now. And his body goes limp. Perhaps a combination of nervous exhaustion and the blood rushing to his head. His brother screaming, bring him back. Bill giving it one last try. Get me down! Oh gosh, I heard him scream, get me down. So that's it. Certainly a very, very dramatic moment. Bill Shirk almost escaped, but not quite, and they're bringing him back to poolside. He is not in good shape. The crowd very thankful that he is down and safe. This was Bill's Waterloo. Struggling for all he's worth, trying to get those shackles on his feet undone. Spending an awful lot of energy. And finally, it was just too much. They had to bring him back. We'll check on Bill's condition and have a report when we come back. Bill Shirk, a picture of utter exhaustion. Let's get to his brother.
I think it was just the combination of the heat and the additional time that although he did go ahead and complete the stunt, the additional time that it took us to get the crane back and get him down was just a little bit too much for him.
Would it have been better had the rope broken?
Had the rope broken, he would have been a great deal better off because he possibly would have hit the water. You have a combination of not only total exhaustion right now, you're under a great deal of strain and concentration simply to get out of the cuffs and the chains, which he did do. But unfortunately, it just took too darn much time.
You were close to him there. How is he?
Pretty well. We've gone through. His lungs are clear. I think he'll be all right. He'll come around. We've given him a little bit of oxygen. We're going to take him now up to the hospital area, and hopefully he'll come around. But I'm sure he's totally exhausted right now, and I think he'll be okay.
So thankfully, Bill Shirk all right. Over the past couple of weeks, you've witnessed some rather amazing stunts by professionals like Steve Baker and Rex Blackwell. Today, Bill Shirk attempted a Houdini-type escape and proved that even with years and years of experience, under very controlled situations, there's no such thing as a sure thing, and in no way can the dangers be underestimated.